Okay, we're just gonna march, you know. This will just be on me so that you guys, when you see the video, it was like that last time, right? Oh, we didn't get weights. Is it Monday? That's okay. You know what?
The other one was with weights, so you could have.
Okay, I was gonna say, you know what we'll do today? Just a total body, everything, no equipment.
Okay.
So if you're home in your apartment and all you have is a chair, you can use this video. And I'll label it that way, no equipment, okay? So we're just sitting at either the edge or middle-ish of your chair. Tall, tight tummy, okay? Relax here. And that takes a few seconds to kind of think about. So in your breathing, that's all we want to do this first few seconds is just align our bodies and start to get the blood flow. How was everyone's Easter?
Nice.
Very nice. How about you?
I worked.
Oh.
When nobody's there, it's nice.
Oh.
Yeah. But I had a nice Easter dinner on Saturday. My mom cooked the whole thing.
Good.
So, and then yesterday my back was bugging me, so I stayed in bed. I didn't go to church. And I watched online. And then we're gonna go out with our heels. Out and back, out and back. So then I got up and went to work and it was fine. Easy when nobody's there, I don't do anything. I just drive around, make sure everything's locked up. Oh, boy, do I have a story for you. I'm gonna wait though. Oh, we had an injured owl last night. I don't know if I've told you guys about my owl friend.
No.
Anyway, let's go to the corners and open up those hips a little bit. Good, so we're still tall, still tight in the tummy. Shoulders are relaxed. No equipment Monday. I'm gonna do a few more of these. And bring it back to the center. March, march. Stop your feet and just lift your toes. Toes only. Up and down. Now you can go slow here. We want to warm up the front of that leg. And if you're ever just living your regular Saturday, not exercising, just think about it. Have I been using this muscle at all? Is it more? The answer will be no. We do not use this muscle probably for almost anything except to lift your toes up.
And how often do you have to lift your toes up?
Just maybe to put a shoe or a sock on, not often enough. So the reason we do this is to keep it strong, to keep us standing straight up forever. Okay, now we're gonna let that rest and just lift the heels. And this is the opposite. We use this all the time. So we only have to do a couple of these. And we'll do more legs and hips later, but now we're gonna move up to our abs. So you can stop your feet, sit up tall, tighten your tummy, lift one knee straight up, and then back down, and then the other straight up. So you gotta be tight here before this comes up. If that's bugging your back, you're gonna slide all the way back in your chair, sit back, brace your back against the back, and then pull. You can even hold your chair here and lift. The goal is to work here, not here. So just think about it and go slower if you have to. Once you've been doing it a while, you have options. You can go a little faster, as long as you stay tight. You can lean back and pull forward. You're working here, pretty much here only. If you're leaning back and pulling these up, you might get a little action in the upper legs, and that's okay, but you don't want to do anything here. You don't want to do anything here. So listen to your body and just do a few more. Good job. And relax. You can tap it out, march it out, shake it out, whatever you want to do here. We're just going to keep moving up to the chest. We're going to just push straight out and then relax back. So when you push straight out with your mind, you want to squeeze and relax. Squeeze and relax. Chest. Sometimes we do this with weights. Could even, I think, or someone brought it up, you could even just push your water bottle, switch hands, however you want. Did you miss the memo?
No, it was filling my stomach.
Oh, okay, well that's fine then. That's fine.
Unfortunately.
We just wanted you to come any portion of the time. So it's like open house. And no equipment.
No equipment.
Nope,
Gotcha.
this is we're making a video for you guys if I'm gone or if you are in your apartment. Now we're gonna go up a little, just up and halfway down. So make a 90 degree with your elbows. So we're still pushing and we're still tight in the tummy. If your back is bothering you, you're just gonna try to brace your back against the back of your chair and keep going. You can rest. You can also do one at a time. Lots of adaptations for you if this is too much all by itself. We're only gonna do a few more. Should be getting tired. And come on down nice and slow. Shake it out, good job. We're just gonna shake that out for a few seconds. We're gonna stay with our upper body and we're gonna just kind of move around here. So let's go straight out to the side and down. Still tight tummy. If your back is not bothering you, if you're not part of my bad back club, you can slide to the edge of your chair and get an extra abs workout here by just pulling in. Pull your belly button back when your arms go up. Squeeze. And a third thing, benefit from this exercise, you can get a tiny bit of posture muscle here. When you go up and pull your tummy in, you also can do a little bit of a squeeze right there. So it's a 1, 2, 3 punch. And it's optional. You don't have to do all those things. If your back's bugging you, you're tired, whatever, you just sit back and you just lift and lower. Good, we got a couple more. And we're gonna bring it down and then tap your shoulder. Keep your arms close to your body. All the way up, all the way down. Make sure you're breathing in and out nice and thoroughly. Guess how we metabolize a lot of our fat cells? Through our breath. Through our exhale. You can breathe out fat cells when you're working. Yeah, right? You don't want to pass out. But it's true. I was watching some, he's a I forget his name, I have it written down, but he's a biologist, scientist guy that specifically studies the brain and the body. Basically what happens, he hooks people up to wires and watches, and he said, you are breathing out fat cells. We're like, okay. All right.
Yeah, really.
So now we're gonna reach up and tap back. Keep those elbows in tight, close to your head. Keep your tummy tight. Nice job. You can go slower if you're feeling tight here and want a little stretch. Just go slower. We're still warming up. Okay, now we're going to go all the way up and we're going to pull down. So you start with your hands together and then pull down and apart to squeeze these shoulder blades together. Down and up.
When you stand up, we're not getting the whole you.
Oh, okay, sorry. Here, what if I do this? Is that better?
Yeah. Well,
You guys have all been working with me long enough, hopefully you know, and this video is only for you guys anyway, so.
You can fill in the blanks.
Hopefully, if not, just take a break and get a drink and jump back in. Anyway, good job. Let's shake that out. Good job. Okay, so now that's a good warm up, and we're doing a total body workout today. So with no equipment. So I think we're gonna go upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. Actually, we just finished our warm up with the upper body, so we'll start workout with the lower body. We're just gonna kick. So lift and kick, and you can be at the edge of your chair for more of a harder workout. Or sit back if you need to take it easy today. Everyone here is a winner just for showing up. Just for not staying on the couch. Now I did run into our friend Peggy, and she was playing with 5-year-olds yesterday, so I gave her permission to stay on the couch today. Good, so we're lifting with your abs and then you're kicking with your legs. Just really focus, relax your shoulders, breathe deep. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up and kick, hold it here, hold it, and then lower it as low as you can with your tummy. Yeah, it's gonna hurt your back if your tummy's not tight. You might only go this low and lift. Go as low as you can. Tighten. You have to tighten again. So look, we have a whole other abs exercise with this one. So once you're down, you have to tighten it again and then lift. And then tighten it again to lower, 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 lower. And if you're not careful, you'll strain your back on this one. So it's okay to hang on. It's one leg over and over. And it's really hard. And if you want to make it easier, just bend your knee a little and just lift with a bent knee. That makes it a little easier. You're still working your legs, still working your abs. Just a couple more on this side. Lower that down, shake it out. The other one, we lift, we kick, keep it straight, lower it down as far as you can. Tight tummy, tighten it again and lift. Use that breath. Breathe in and out, just at your own pace. Nice job. We're going to do a few more. I'm showing the broke back version. One of these days we'll get a video team and they can do the advanced, the moderate. We'll have the lights. Okay, good job. Relax out of that. That was a lot of abs. We were supposed to be doing legs, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and turn sideways in the chair. We don't have our paper plates, but we don't need them because we've done this. We did it a long time without paper plates. So you're gonna put the leg that's on the outside of the chair is gonna be straight, and you can just lift it up a little and pull it behind you and squeeze right here, and then lift it back up. So it's just a little lift off the floor, just this much off the floor. If you do have a paper plate or it's dish towel and you want to use that, that's fine. But this video is to show you, you don't need anything like that. Just a few more on this side. This is also a muscle that we work all day, every day. We don't need to do a lot of extra. Think about those abs. Nice job. Go ahead and shake that out and switch sides nice and slow, slow, slow. Take your time. I think we have lots of time. Okay, now if you don't want to drag your foot, you don't have to. Just lift it up a little. We were just doing that, so you should be able to be strong enough if you don't want to drag. And the same way going forward, if you drag it back and don't want to drag it forward, if you're on that carpet, just lift your foot up a tiny bit and bring it to the front. Everybody keep going. Betty, does it help if you do anything like this? Or, I mean, it's essentially what you're doing, but except if you do this, you might engage your abs a little more. And you might just try. Just a suggestion. Okay, a couple more. Whatever feels good. Okay, good. Let's shake that out and bring it back front. Okay, I'm going to give you the option to stand up. If you don't want to stand, you can just do some kicks and some more of what we just did, but we are going to do some squats and lunges now. You need a chair or something that you can hang on to, even a bar. Yeah. But the one thing you want to be sure of, hips are here, so you go from straight to not straight. Keep your heels down and bend your knees. It can be just a little, but you never want those heels to come up. May, don't bend your knees yet.
Oh,
Do this. Now bend your knees. Feel the difference?
do this.
If you, so you don't want to just bow forward, but you want to have your tight tummy first with everything we do. Then you're bowing a little forward, but you're also taking these hip bones back behind your heels. Then
Like that.
you're bending your knees. Feel it? There's a difference. You can just squeeze in the chair and then do a little kick if you want. So you're just squeezing, lift, kick. Same thing they're doing, but you're in the chair. You gotta squeeze, you gotta just think a little harder. That's all. Good. And truly, you just want to do as many as you can. If you can do 50, do 50. I think we do about 10, but 12 maybe. But you could do 10 in the morning, 10 at lunch, 10 at dinner. Boom, I did 30 squats today. That's a big deal. And you'll notice, even the chair ones, you'll notice a difference in your muscle tone. Good job. When you're done, you can march that out. Now we're going to do the lunges, which are, your feet are still the same, except this time your back heel will come off the floor as you step forward your front leg. The back heel is going to come up, and you're going to go straight down. If you bend your back knee, your front knee will bend by itself. Good. And Carol, these would just be the slider backs that we were doing. And you can do them forward or turn sideways. So it's just a straight down and up. It doesn't have to be very far. And if you're in the chair, it's just one leg back and straight back out again. And also, you can do your little Bum squeeze, yeah. I would say do that after. So you drag your leg back, squeeze your butt, relax, relax. If you're standing, you can switch legs. Put your other leg in front. Same thing, your back heel will come up, but your front heel won't. And if you're in the chair and you've been doing one leg at a time, you can switch. It's just a pull back and a butt squeeze. I don't know what side I was doing. Meg, can your front foot go out anymore? Just, it's not too far. I don't want you to, no,
Okay.
no falling. Yeah, just a little there. That looks really good. You all look really good. Did we forget to tell you?
I was gonna say, am I late? I thought I was 15 minutes early.
It was 9:15. Well, the board said 9, I hear.
Yeah, it said.
But
Welcome to the
I
crowd.
apologize.
no,
for
don't
being late.
apologize. I feel bad. I tried to, I forget the days that this guy comes, but I'm making you a video, so hopefully that'll be suitable. But we can just keep going until he comes, because we're not using any equipment. This video will be something you can use in your apartment. If all you have is a chair, if you're lunging, you can stop. And you can sit down. Do you need help, Jackie?
No, I'm
Okay.
you.
Okay. So we just did legs. Now we need to do some upper body again. So let's go ahead and bring our arms out here and just scoop them together and then bring them apart. We did this in the warm up a little bit. Well, we did a push. Now this is more of a squeeze. Same muscles, except you're gonna get a little arm under here. So it's a big squeeze of the chest and relax on the way back. Looks good. Was there a big thing downstairs for the Easter?
I wasn't here.
Oh,
It was great.
okay. Now, does that come with your rent, or is that an extra
Yes.
meal? Okay, extra expense, no?
No, it's
Okay,
just for guests.
that's good. Oh, nice.
$25 for
That's
guests.
not bad, really.
No, because there's alcohol involved.
There is?
Mm.
That's a great deal then. Can I be your next guest? Just kidding, I don't drink anymore. But that's nice, that's a nice deal. Couple more, come on. Should be burning. If it's burning, you're doing it right. Now you can bring that down. Let's just push straight up. So right here, and a little bit right here. So last night I was driving my truck, and I don't know if I've told you about, I thought we had 1 or 2 owls on our property, because I see one big fat one and one skinny silver one. The big fat one always looks brownish, grayish, but I'm always talking to him like, hey, how's it going? Happy Easter. Well, whatever, let's bring that down, shake it out. We're gonna go all the way up and all the way down for the biceps. So, the other day, last week, I didn't see the one I feel like I always talk to, and I had my head down, I was jiggling a lock or something, and he's like,
Well,
yelled at me, yeah,
Yeah.
whoop, whoop, his deep voice. I was like, oh, hey, how's it going?
okay.
Well, last night, I'm driving, and I drive off the flight line onto this big, it's the back of a building, and it's an alleyway, but it's a big thing. Now let's go all the way up and halfway down. All the way up, halfway down. So he flies right in front of my truck and lands and just stands there.
On your truck?
No, on the ground, in front of my
okay,
truck, like
okay.
2 or 3 feet in front of my truck. And he just stands there and I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
was I ignoring you again? Sorry. Yeah. Whenever I start talking to him, he's just looking at me and I'm like, are you okay? And I made a 90-minute video of it. Of me talking to him and him spinning his head around and around. I'm like, hey, your head's on backwards. And I'm like talking to him, like, what's your name? And then he starts to fly away and I'm like, oh, there he goes. Well, then he doesn't, yeah, he comes right back down again and I'm like, oh no, are you hurt? And so I get out of the truck and I start shooing him away and what are we doing? All the way, oh, sorry. Let's just, here, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna reach up, up, tap, up, and then back down. We're gonna do a few of these and then I'll finish my story. Up, up, tap behind. Okay, so all three. Just to get us back on track. Okay, good. Behind, up, down, down, up, behind, up, down, down. Couple more. One more time. Okay, good. All right, check that out. Okay, back to abs. So we're gonna lift and lower. So lift and lower. You can bring your shoulders into it or not. So anyway, I'm shooing him, trying to shoo him so I can drive by and go get help. I don't know, I started panicking. I always get panicky when I think I have to help someone or something. So I get on my phone and I start looking up bird rescue and then I'm like, well, we're on all this barbed wire private property. I better call my boss and see what he says, my supervisor. So I do that. And he doesn't believe me. He's like, I'll be right there. And I'm pretty far from the office, maybe half a mile. But I was like, oh, so he came and he looked and we're looking at him and I think they attacked, so we didn't want to get too close. You know? I don't know. He was big. Oh, I gotta show you the video with him waddling away with his little legs sticking out.
Was he injured?
Just a few more. He must have been injured because he wouldn't fly away. He just kept waddling away. I know. I was bawling, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough of that. I was bawling. We got to do some sideways, some twisting. So let's lean back. You can do two legs or one, but you're going to lift and come out. We want to twist. So if you can, do both legs. Okay? And you can go low or you can go high. Or one leg at a time. You're still working the sides. So anyway, my boss is like, leave him alone. He probably just has to throw up or something and then he'll fly away. I said, okay, but I'm checking on him in an hour when my patrol is done. He's like, that's fine. He goes, you can go get the fireman if you want. I was like, I'll check first and then I'll get the fireman. Okay, if you guys don't like this or if you get tired, just sit up and just twist your body. So I go back and he's still there. He came out from behind there's big hood things that are attached to the building because it's a painting shop. And he's sitting there and I'm like, oh, buddy, I'm gonna get you help, I promise. I'm crying and then the silver owl comes from out of nowhere and lands up on the normal perch where they are and is looking at me and starts chirping. Like maybe he's calling for help, I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna get help, I promise. And I rush to the fireman who's over by our office like half a mile. And I go in and I ask them if there's a procedure. And they're just like, yeah, we have someone that we call. Stay away from him. I'm like, bawling. They're like, it's wildlife. There's nothing we can do. Like, I know. I know. Okay, stop that and shake that out. Okay, so we're gonna do everything over again because what time is it?
10 to 10.
Oh yeah, and a few people have just come in. So we're gonna start all over and we're just gonna lift and kick with our legs, lift and kick, lift and kick. Tight tummy. If you just got here and you need to warm up, just go a little slower, that's okay. We're focusing on our tummy being tight, shoulders relaxed. Breathing deep, in and out. Nice work. So, I don't know what happened after that. Oh, yes, there's one more part because before I got left for home, I had to go look again. So I went and it wasn't there, and I was standing there and I was going and I was flashing my light like, did you get out alive? I'm looking up, and the one silver out, there's a big huge shipping container on the other side of the alley from where he was before. So he must have made it across the alley because the silver owl comes up behind the shipping container, up on the, and stares at me again.
And started what?
Stares at me. He knew I was there, the truck. He recognizes the smell or something, I don't know.
But he didn't look the other way at the owl or anything.
He did, well, he stared at me and then another owl came. There was like 4 of them.
Oh my God, the rescue team.
Yes, and there was one
Exactly.
big chubby one, like the one that was hurt. And I'm like, are you the one? So since it was Easter, they said the animal rescue probably wouldn't come till today. So I just was like, oh, okay, well, we'll just see what happens. Anyway, all right, we need to do another sideways. So let's actually just go out, out, in, in. We're working the hips now. Tummy still tight. Breathing deep. Oh, sorry. Out, out, in, in. I messed up. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But I thought there was only like 2 owls on our property. It turns out there's maybe 5 or 6. Or maybe they came, maybe the chirping.
To rescue.
Yeah.
Set
Right.
up some-
Yeah, because he was doing this weird, almost like a Morse code chirping thing. And I was like,
So you could tell he was injured though, or it was just?
well, I just could tell that he couldn't fly because if it's the same owl I've been chatting with, whenever I get too close, he's gone.
Yeah. Huh.
And then the little silver one, I think I told you guys the story of he tried to get a rabbit and the rabbit got away. I watched it. I witnessed a great escape. I was so excited.
Yay, rabbit.
Yes! And the owl, I'm not kidding you, the owl went like this.
Darn.
You need to name him.
It must have been an Easter bunny because he got away. Right?
No, well, that was a few weeks ago, but yeah, I can witness hundreds and hundreds of little bunny rabbits everywhere. I'm sure there's thousands.
Oh.
And the coyotes are very fat. Yeah. So, they live there and they know what, and I've watched them grow up because back in November they were little and now the same 5 of them are big and fat. And I'm like, you little piggies.
Rabbit tastes good.
Yeah.
Raw. I don't know.
A couple more of these. Good job. Okay. All right. Back to the upper body. So we're just going to lift and lower all the way. I'm going to focus this time so we do it properly. Okay. Just breathing deep. Good. Now we're going to go all the way up, halfway down. And then we're gonna go all the way down, halfway up. Good job, just a few more of these. Then we're gonna reach all the way up and tap behind. You really wanna focus when you straighten your arm, you wanna focus on squeezing this muscle right here. And if you wanna just hold it there for a minute or 2 seconds, you can. Just feel the squeeze. Still keeping the tight tummy. Good job, good job. Tired, that's all right, just shake it out. Now let's come on down. How about we do this? Come like a football goalpost and just squeeze together. Keep your elbows bent, touch your elbows together.
You're fine.
Nice job. Good job. Let's bring that down, shake it out, relax a little bit. Let's go back down to our lower legs. Just gonna pull the toes up like we did in the warm-up, but now we're gonna hold it a little longer. I want you to hold it about 2-3 seconds. Squeeze as tight as you can and then lower it down. Now if you think about it, you'll feel it get tighter, tighter, tighter over about a 3 or 4 second period. Just think about it and feel it. And then relax. Not only do we want this muscle to be strong, we want a nice flexible ankle up there in that. And if you're ever just sitting around thinking, what should I do? Go ahead and just massage that part of your ankle and get it. Because sometimes we can do as many toe raises as we want and it won't go. And it might just be because that tendon is really tight and doesn't have a lot of blood flow. And that could take 2 or 3 minutes of just rubbing it, massaging it, getting that blood flow. Then pull it and get that. And at the same time, you're stretching out this. So just something to think about. But while we're in class, we could focus on this, and we're gonna just do a few more. And then toes on the floor, heels up. So for today only, we started at 9:15 because of the event. Wednesday we will start at 10 a.m. and it'll be a class kind of like today, and we'll make another video, so then hopefully you'll have, maybe we'll use the paper plates on Wednesday to show everyone how to do that. And then you'll have one with weights, one without. Okay, we're gonna go sideways in our chair. We're not using our paper plates today or any equipment, but you can just lift your foot a little bit off the floor and slide it back. And hold it, and then lift it off the floor again and slide it forward. So you're really gonna get 2 exercises here without the plate. You squeeze here, and then you squeeze here. You can squeeze onto the back of your chair, or if your back is bugging you, like me and a few of us, you can just lift one knee up and kind of hug it tight. Hold it, breathe, twist your ankle, whatever you want to do, just to stretch. Stretching is always better than nothing. Okay, if you're doing your leg slides, you're going to do a couple more on this side. And And then when you're ready, you'll just slowly turn around to the other side. It's just a slide back, squeezing the back of the leg. And if you want to, on the front slide, you can squeeze right above the knee. Tummy tight, shoulders relaxed. If that's bugging you, just take some time to stretch. Couple more. Hi. Oh, it's not your fault. Everyone didn't get the word. There's a chair here if you want it though.
Didn't get the word.
Well, there's the guest speaker. You guys can quit that if you want. The guest speaker is here today. What time does he come? 10:30. So we started an hour early.
Oh.
Or 45 minutes early. But that's okay, because we still have some things we can do. We can do more abs, okay? So let's do another set of abs. Now you have lots of choices with abs. If you want to make it harder or different, you can lay your body long and lift one knee or both knees. I don't think any of us in here really need to do both knees, but you can. Okay, or you can keep your body straight up and down. We cannot overwork this area. Can't do too much with your abs. So if you're ever thinking, wow, my whole body hurts, well, just do these, you know, any form. Remember, does anyone go on their stomach in their bed or anything? Because you can do that in your bed too. But I think you might suffocate. But just mimic it on your back. It's the same thing, and it's just your mind working those muscles. You ever see those belts that people put on and it shocks them and it says, oh, you'll get fabulous abs in the 1999. Yeah. But that's all it is. It's just making your abs tighten up over and over and over and over. And you can just do it yourself, yeah. And if you can't, then buy the belt, I guess. I don't know. It seems painful, like a dog shock collar. We're gonna do a few more on each side. Good job. Now let's do some more twisting. We can just twist the upper half of our body. So you can take your right hand and grab your left knee and just turn. Take a deep breath in and then out. As you blow out, you'll twist a little more. And then switch. Switch. So while you're switching sides, you breathe in. And once you get there, breathe out and twist a little more. If you want to go slower, you can go slower. You don't need to go faster though, because these muscles will just work the same. If you go just this one little, it's like 1001, 1001. So just however you want to do it, we're just twisting the body. Another thing here, we cannot do it too much. You can just go slow. Even if you have a busted back, this will benefit if you go slow. So you might go 1001. And then just super slow. You want to lift the top of your head towards the ceiling and get those little discs apart. We're gonna do a couple more on each side because we want your brain to really know, okay, it's okay, we can do this. We can do this. If we have to reach back and grab a falling 5-year-old. Peggy said she was playing with 5-year-olds yesterday. I was like, oh no, better stay home. Okay, nice job, you guys. Let's go ahead and do some more back muscles. Another big muscle group that it can't be overworked too easily. So you're gonna just lean slightly forward. Just pretend you're grabbing a couple of little suitcases or something. Pull them up to your rib cage and then put them back down. And then the same thing. Now before you pull them up, you want to make sure you tighten your tummy. And when you pull, you're squeezing your elbows towards each other at the top and pinching those shoulder blades together. And then you're going to come down nice and slow. And then do it again. If that's bugging your back and you still want to work your upper back, you're going to slide all the way back to your chair and sit up tall and just pull your shoulder blades back like this. The forward lean is just a little extra and it's not required. Good job. We're going to do a few more. Nice job. Okay, go ahead and shake that out. Sit up tall. All right, we're gonna stretch. For those of you that didn't get the memo, I'm very sorry. I guess every time he comes, we're gonna try to start about 9:15, 9:20-ish. And so if it doesn't get on the
It was on the calendar.
board, okay. And then hopefully I'll remember as well. All right, let's go ahead and take one leg straight out and lift the toes. We just want to get a stretch up the back of that leg. So sit up tall, tighten your tummy. When you breathe out, you can just lean a tiny bit forward. You don't have to touch your toes. Just want to feel that stretch. And if you're feeling it here, then just stay here and breathe. Okay, so just stay there and let it stretch and just breathe it out. And try and do this stretch every day if you can. Now, I was at the doctor the other day on the actual stretching machine where it seems impossible to not be stretching, and I'm thinking there, I'm going, I'm still tight right here. Like your mind is a lot of it. You can put yourself in this position all day and still be holding your muscles all tight. So that's another reason the breath is important. So let's try the other side. Leg out, toes up, and if you feel it right here, then just stay right here and breathe. And then try to pull your toes back on the breath out and straighten your knee. You don't want a locked out, totally straight knee, but a teensy-weensy bend. And if you're feeling good and you want to lean a little bit forward, that's fine. You don't have to touch your toes. That's not the goal. The goal is just to feel the stretch. Breathe it out. Stay here as long as you want. If you were tighter on the other side and you want to do that again, you can. Otherwise, we're going to come back up and reach our arms up and give yourself a big old hug. Try to get your fingers to crawl towards each other along your back. Drop your chin. Keep your chin down and put your other arm on top and try to squeeze tighter now. Go ahead and keep your chin down. Drop your arms. Look up slowly. Arms up, take them apart, try to stretch your chest, try to get your arms apart as far as you can. If you can and you want to grab the back of your chair or grab your hands together behind you. Either way, you want to stick that chest out, head up. Breathing out. And slowly come out of that. Shake that out. Arms straight out. Take your fingers down and extend your arms as far as you can. You want to feel a stretch through the top of your arm. If you're not feeling it, you can slowly rotate your thumbs around, and there might be a time when you actually feel it. Breathe, hold it. Hold the stretch, don't hold your breath. Come on down nice and slow. Reach up, take one hand behind your back, put the other hand, give it a push, stretch right here. So take one arm up and pat yourself on the back, then take the other hand and just push it. Yeah. You want to stretch right here.
Okay.
Switch sides slowly, reach up, pat yourself on the back, take the other hand and push. Good, if you want to reach over your head and pull, you can, just be gentle. Nice job, bring those hands down nice and slow, turn sideways in your chair. Bring your outside leg behind you. Hang on to your chair with your arm that's closest. Bring that outside leg back as far as you can. You want to stretch that hip. You can reach up if you want to. This is optional. You can also stand up and do this if you want to. Just be careful, whatever you're doing. Keep breathing deep. Good. When you're ready, you're just going to really slowly come down and turn it around. Take your time. Leg back, arm up, that's optional. If you don't want to put your arm up, you don't have to, but I really want you to just focus on stretching where your leg meets your body, that hip. Breathing deep, looking up if you want to. Just listen to your body. We're all different in our flexibility here, so just breathe it out. When you're done, you can come back to the center. You're going to lift one knee and rotate that ankle. And the other way. If you want to, if you can, bring your ankle all the way over and just very gently press down on that knee to stretch the back. If not, you could just stay here, or you can rest or switch sides, whatever you want to do. Stay here as long as you want. When you're done, you'll switch sides, same thing. If you want to bring it over, bring it over. If not, that's okay. Just trying to stretch any muscle at this point that can stretch is good. There's a little Chinese doctor lady online that gives little hints, and she's always saying, hold hands with your feet if you put your fingers in, and then do a little of this and a little of this, and something about getting down in here. She calls them ditches.
Yeah.
She's like, get in the ditches, and you get blood flow in there. Apparently it's supposed to be good for
That's a
you.
good idea.
And you have ditches back here. I watch all her videos. You have ditches right here. Wherever you have little ditches, if you get blood flow through there, there's one right here. They're by your joints, basically. Any bone has a little ditch. And yeah. Yeah. Okay, I guess we're done. What time is it?
10:20.
Oh, okay. All right, good job. Hopefully this video will turn out, and we'll make another one on Wednesday. Okay.
Thanks, Margie.
You're welcome.
Are you okay?